Hello, my name is Sheila Gardam, and this is my community service. I chose to do breastfeeding support through the La Leche League of Treasure Valley, Idaho. Who we helped was women in our area who are currently breastfeeding their infants. The support provided education, help with difficulties, and encouragement. For mothers who were pregnant, this looked like education, answering questions, helping them get prepared for nursing. For mothers who were already had a baby, this was helping them with the hurdles of the early days, giving them resources and encouragement to continue on that journey. The classes that I did were in person and via Zoom. These were done once a week, twice a month, quarterly, and on individual basis. There were also appointments that with different support organizations such as the WIC department and doctor's office, where I would share the vision and hand out materials that we designed. We met via Zoom with the Idaho and Manhattan mothers. In-person meetings were done in Nampa and in Meridian, Idaho. Service materials were dropped off throughout the Treasure Valley, and also I mailed packets. So why did I choose breastfeeding? The first days and weeks after birth can be very difficult for new mothers to feel like they are breastfeeding if they're doing it right. They go through emotions, have concerns if they are making milk, if baby's gaining, and many more different feelings. Providing them with information and encouragement can help them navigate through these early days to give them a foundation for success and continue breastfeeding for months and years. When I looked at the website for at the CDC, the state of Idaho is currently ranked at 77 as far as our initiation and long-term our breastfeeding hitting the goals that they recommend, which is 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding, which is not a very good score. When you break this down even further, you'll see that the initiation of breastfeeding we ranked really high, 92.2%. But when you look at that broken down, the exclusive breastfeeding at 6 months had dropped to 24.6%. And then any breastfeeding up to 12 months was 38.3. This was quite surprising here. It says that formula supplementation starting at day 2 was almost 20% of mothers. So definitely something is happening in the early days of breastfeeding that is stopping our mothers from continuing this journey. So what I did was I became a La Leche League leader back in 2023. And this has allowed me to connect with mothers throughout our state and across the country. This is just my little thing on the website. This was one of the classes that was a it was a pregnancy class. And during this session, we were actually talking about breastfeeding information, the how-tos of breastfeeding. These are all expectant mothers. And then this is one of our groups where we've met with women who've had their babies. These babies range from anywhere from 6 weeks old to 18 months old, and they have become a community of breastfeeding mothers and enjoy each other's stories and fellowshipping once a month. And then the other group we meet with is on Zoom, and this is a lovely group of mothers from Manhattan. We've actually had mothers from other states as well that found us, and then also our Idaho moms. So what are the long-term benefits? Of course, we know the long-term benefits of breastfeeding for the baby and the mother. But what this community project has done and is doing is it's normalizing breastfeeding for not only these mamas, but for the next generation. The Treasure Valley Idaho La Leche League had pretty much died out. A few years ago, it was re-resurrected by a great friend of mine, and I jumped in to help her in this journey. And currently, we are meeting with about 15 moms and babies in person, and then every Sunday I have the Zoom where I help moms from across the country. So the biggest hurdle I had with the project was just learning how to Zoom and the electronic portion of this. Special shout out thanks to all the women and mothers and that have joined us in this journey of breastfeeding and paying it forward, helping other moms. And then of course the practitioners and other support people in our community. Dina Duran, the founder of the Leche League in Treasure Valley, Idaho, for grabbing a hold of me and pulling me along. And then Constance Pond, who is my co-leader in Manhattan, and Maura Orlando, who is my co-leader in the in-person class, meetings here in the Valley. And then, of course, New Beginnings Birth Center in Napa Midwifery and Boise River for allowing us to use their buildings for meetings. And then here are my resources.